Hello everybody, this is Nick from Bruto Bello and Carillon Audio Blog. I just wanted to show you a new sample pack that I've got for sale, just to demonstrate a few of the things that I've done on this particular pack that make it interesting. One thing, if you've seen my recent video, I talk about what I do with my keyboard parts. What I do is I use an evolving sound, and I change the sound in real time by choosing different start points. So for instance, so I've got a few of those samples in this pack, and some pads, similar sort of thing. So that you can basically have lead and pad sounds that are evolving and changing during the pattern by recording motion sequences and tweaking that knob. It's really handy. It's a single knob, one knob thing that really is cool. So that's something that's very particular to this sample set. Another thing that I came up with the concept of is, of course, you've only got two keyboard parts on the Korg Electribe. So if you want to do more melodic parts, you're just stuck, or else you've got to get another piece of hardware. One thing I came up with is basically sampling a scale, and I like C major. I write a lot of stuff in C minor. I write a lot of stuff in C minor, and I chose to put those samples onto 7A and 7B. So basically what I've got going on is you've got a sample that you can change, and each 8 steps, this will be the next note up, next note, and so forth. You got to be a little good with math, but you can really pretty much just play it in real time and go back and tweak the motion destination start point if it needs to be changed. So here's a demonstration of that. I'll let you hear just those 2 bits. So there you go. I'm able to create a melody with just those 2. Still got my standard keyboard parts over here. And this is using the samples that I've done on my other sets, where you have a major and a minor sample depending on whether you're going forward or backward with the sample. So here I am backwards, minor chord, and if I flip it to forwards, it's going to be a major chord. So of course I could do my standard playing around with that sort of thing. So, excuse me. That's what this set has. It's got a ton of kicks, vinyl kicks mostly, and vinyl percussion. A lot of it's just samples that I've then taken and processed, and it's got a lot of the stacks which I've put together, which are multiple hits, all as one sample, and then time sliced up, so that if you're playing around in a pattern, you just choose the stack and you go down and tell it which slice you want to play, and so there you go. You've got a bunch of kicks and snares and all that sort of good stuff. What else have we got in here? Hi-hats, drums, percussion. I've got some really cool loops, some interesting hits, which have been time stretched, which, you can drop on the 4 of a beat and it'll time stretch out to the end of the bar. Circuit bent sounds, so my silly stuff. Of course, some interesting hits. All of those different sounds, different chords, different permutations. Some detuned oscillators. Orchestra hits. There's that scale. These are all single cycle oscillators. Some loops. Oops, let me what's going on? Aha. Get back to this here. So a lot of glitchy sort of stuff, percussive loops. Actually glitchy, weird stuff. And all of these have been chopped up so that you can get in and choose out the individual hits and stuff. So if I want to get in and get into the individual slices of it, that's kind of cool too. Circuit bent stuff for my circuit bent sounds. So there's just a lot of stuff in this. I'm going to write a list because there's so much, and it's about 90% full, so it really takes up a lot of space on the Korg memory. But hey, if you got it, use it, you know. And the thing is, a lot of these samples have been recorded up an octave, as per one of my tips that I talk about on my blog. You can record up an octave, get inside the Korg, and then pitch it back down to an octave. So basically you're playing it twice as fast, so it takes half the amount of time, and then when you pitch it back down, it stretches it back out in time so it sounds normal. Of course, it's putting it at a lower fidelity, but for a lot of the sounds, I mean, a lot of these are vinyl drums and things like that anyway, and there's not a lot of high-end energy. I mean, there's not much stuff above 11K on those samples. Yeah, so anyway, this is going to be for sale. If you've got any questions about it, you know, shoot me a message on my blog, Carillon Audio Blog, and I'll have some links down below this video. Thanks a lot. For all you other Korg Electribe users, keep having fun with this machine. It's, you know, it's very limited, and I definitely use Ableton a lot more now than I did, but I still use this because it's fun. So keep having fun with your machine too, and hopefully you'll enjoy this pack. Cheers. Have a good one. Bye.